Have you ever imagined that your legs could be the secret key to eliminating fatigue, pain, and even emotional blockages? That question might sound strange at first. But what if I told you that this has already transformed the lives of hundreds of people, silently, ancestrally, and with deep effectiveness? Helena isn't a guru or a therapist. She's an ordinary woman. She works all day, takes care of the house and the kids, and by the end of the night her body is begging for rest. For years, she lived with unexplained pain in her legs, normal test results, doctors unsure. Until one day, a friend brought her a small bottle from a trip to Nepal, a bottle with a gentle scent and an ancient origin. It was an ancestral oil used by Buddhist monks before long meditation sessions. In just 7 days, the pain subsided. The fatigue gave way to a new lightness. And for the first time in years, she slept deeply. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to apply this oil to your legs, the right way at the right time, so you can experience the same transformation. Comment below right now, "I want more energy," and see how many others are searching for the same shift you are. Have you noticed how certain pains show up even when tests say everything's fine? As if the body is screaming from the inside, even in silence. Buddhist monks call this energetic memory. And according to them, our legs are one of the areas that most accumulate this stagnant energy. Think for a moment. Your legs support every decision, every path, every escape, and every new beginning. When life gets heavy, who carries that weight? Now imagine living for decades without releasing that tension, without freeing your muscles from the marks left by anxiety, fear, guilt, overload. It's like trying to run with invisible chains tied around your ankles. That's why in Buddhist tradition, caring for the legs is not just physical, it's spiritual, it's energetic, it's emotional. In Tibetan retreats, one of the most respected rituals begins with the legs. Before meditation, before silence, before connecting with the inner self, they apply natural oils in circular motions, always with full presence. Not to relieve the day's fatigue, but to release the weight of years. It's like they're clearing the road so the spirit can move forward without stumbling. And why does this work so well? Here's where modern psychology agrees. Conscious touch is a powerful form of emotional reprogramming. When you touch your body with intention, you signal safety to your nervous system. You tell your brain, "It's okay now." And that simple gesture activates what scientists call the parasympathetic response, the state that allows healing, regeneration, and deeper rest. But here's the key. The body only listens when there's truth in the intention. That's why the monks never apply the oils in a rush. They breathe, quiet themselves, and touch as if each motion were a prayer. This kind of knowledge isn't found in books. It's in daily practice. In the wisdom passed down through generations, kept alive in hidden temples among the mountains. And that's why what you're seeing now isn't a trend, nor an internet trick. It's a legacy that has endured because it works, because it transforms, because it brings back something the modern world has taken from us, the sensitivity to listen to the body. And here's a fact that's nearly impossible to ignore. Many people who practice this ritual report not just physical relief, but emotional clarity too. They make decisions with more confidence. They feel lighter, as if something had been unlocked within them. Maybe it's because what's trapped in the legs isn't just muscular tension, but frozen emotions finally finding a way out. Now tell me, if you could release all of that through a simple, ancestral, and deeply restorative ritual, why wouldn't you try it? If this is resonating with you so far, go ahead and like this video now. That small gesture tells the algorithm you're ready for more. But more importantly, it's a quiet signal you send to yourself. I choose me. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the exact oils used by these monks, and learn how each ingredient works not just on your body, but also on your emotional field. The first one is simple but powerful: sesame oil. And I'm about to show you why it might be the key to your transformation. Imagine this for a moment. You warm a bit of oil between your hands. You close your eyes, and when it touches your legs, the sensation feels like a warm hug, as if your body itself says, "Finally." That's the power of sesame oil, the base of countless Ayurvedic and Buddhist rituals for millennia. It penetrates deeply into the skin, warms the tissues, activates circulation, and dissolves what monks call kleshas, subtle tensions built up by a restless mind. But what's even more fascinating is that sesame oil carries something invisible to the eye. It carries solar memory. That's because sesame seeds absorb heat throughout their growth, and that natural thermal energy is passed into your body like a gentle fire that melts emotional stiffness. Now think, how many times, even when tired, did you keep going on autopilot? The body tense, the mind anxious. What would it feel like to pause everything for a few minutes and let that warmth spread through you like an ancestral relief? But the ritual doesn't stop there. To amplify the effect, the monks combine sesame oil with natural elements that communicate directly with the nervous system and emotions. Coconut oil, for example, is known for its soft, almost maternal touch. It acts like an emotional balm, soothing the skin and the mind, like being cradled by life itself. And beyond that, it's an excellent carrier for essential oils. This is where the real magic begins. Lavender to relax the deeper layers of the mind, eucalyptus to open the breath and release stagnant energy, sandalwood to quiet the internal noise and connect you to something greater than your daily routine. This blend is no accident. It's been refined over centuries to produce one effect: total presence. Imagine how your body would respond to the warmth of sesame oil mixed with the softness of coconut, while lavender calms your mind, eucalyptus expands your breath, and sandalwood grounds your soul. It's not just an application, it's a reunion with yourself. Now tell me, when was the last time you cared for yourself this deeply? If you want to learn the exact recipes for these blends and understand the right proportions for each intention, more energy, more calm, or even more clarity, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications, because in the upcoming videos, we'll go even deeper into this knowledge. And those who are already subscribed will get everything firsthand. But before you start mixing oils on your own, it's essential to understand how to apply this ritual properly. There's a specific sequence, a rhythm, a breath, and I'll guide you through each step. Now that you know the oils and their effects, It's time for the most important part. Conscious application. This isn't a ritual to rush through or do on autopilot. It's a silent reunion with the body, guided by touch, breath, and presence. First of all, set the mood. Turn off any bright lights. Light a small candle, preferably lavender or sandalwood scented. Put on soft instrumental music without lyrics. Your space must tell your brain, here, now, everything slows down. Sit comfortably. Warm the oil between your hands and pause. Before touching your body, take a deep breath. Breathe in for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Exhale slowly, as if each breath is releasing the weight of an entire day. Once more, and again. Now, yes, begin the application. Touch your legs gently, as if each movement whispered, "I'm here with you." Slide your hands slowly from your ankles to your knees. Make small circular motions, fingers open, pressing softly. As you do this, imagine the warmth of the oil sinking not only into your skin, but also into your body's memory. As if each touch is unlocking old emotions, hidden tension, silent blockages. Visualize. Each inch that's massaged begins to transform. The pain doesn't disappear. It's embraced. The fatigue isn't fought. Feel the muscles in your calves relaxing, your knees loosening their grip, your thighs growing lighter, almost weightless. Now bring your hands back to your ankles and repeat the path again, but this time with a new intention. To release. To release everything that no longer serves you. Beliefs, fears, pressures that were never yours to carry. And repeat in silence, like a personal mantra. My body is safe. I allow myself to rest. I allow myself to heal. This moment is yours alone. And each time you repeat this ritual, your body will begin to recognize the gesture. The tension will ease more quickly. The mind will quiet more naturally. And what once was pain becomes presence. If something within you was touched during this process, leave a comment now. Today I begin my transformation. Writing this isn't just a comment. It's a symbolic act, a silent agreement with yourself. And when you come back here in a few days, you'll remember that this was your turning point. But the journey doesn't stop here. There are practices that can deepen this transformation even further. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you. You've already taken the first step. But like any true transformation, the secret lies in consistency. And this is where the Buddhist monks teach us something valuable. Rituals aren't just for healing. They're for sustaining harmony. Now imagine this. You wake up, and before looking at your phone, you close your eyes for 30 seconds. You breathe deeply, and you silently repeat, "Today I walk with lightness. My body is my temple. My energy is my guide." Simple? Yes. But that small phrase, repeated with presence, reprograms your emotional system to move with more awareness, more calm, more grounding. And at night, just before bed, you do a practice that takes less than 3 minutes. But it can completely shift the quality of your sleep. Conscious breathing. With your eyes closed, inhale to a count of 4. Hold your breath for 4. And exhale to a count of 6. Do this lying down in silence, and notice the body begins to let go of the day. The mind stops fighting. You enter the ideal state for deep rest. And if you want to go deeper, try a natural infusion before bed. Chamomile tea with lavender, or valerian with mint. These herbs, blended together, have a calming effect directly on the central nervous system, and were once used by monks to prepare the body for nighttime meditation. Now, imagine bringing all of this together: the oil ritual, the breath work, the affirmations, the warm tea, the soft music. Each element stacking together, creating a continuous state of well-being. This isn't an isolated practice. It's a quiet lifestyle, made of small gestures with big impact. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you how to multiply the results you've already started to feel, with a deep visualization exercise that few people know about, but that activates emotional memories hidden in your legs. What comes next might change the way you relate to your own story. Now it's time to understand why your legs are much more than just part of your body. They are witnesses to your journey, and they have so much to tell you. Close your eyes for a moment and think about every step you've ever taken in life. Your first steps, still unsteady, maybe holding someone's hand. The hurried steps of childhood, running without a destination. The slow steps of sad days. The heavy ones when fear took over. And the steady steps when something inside you said, "Go," even without certainty. Every moment of your life had a rhythm, and your legs were there, carrying your body, supporting decisions, silently moving you forward. Buddhist monks teach that the spiritual path isn't found in words or beliefs. It's found in the steps, in the way you walk through the world, and most of all, in how you care for the legs that carry you. They're like the soil of the soul. And every kind of soil needs care, respect, reconnection. Now imagine this: you with your eyes closed, in a peaceful place. With each breath, your legs feel lighter, as if the energy of the earth is rising up into you, as if every cell is beginning to remember who you are, beyond the rush, the labels, the pressures. Now visualize a road. It represents your journey. See the hard moments as stones along the way, and see the joyful ones, flowers that bloomed even on the most barren curves. And then look down at your feet. They're still there, even with pain, even with doubt. They never abandoned you. Caring for your legs isn't vanity. It's gratitude. It's recognizing that even when everything seemed to fall apart, you kept going. Maybe with small steps, maybe stumbling, but always walking. That's why this ritual is so powerful, because it reminds you that your body is your ally, and that every part of it holds your story. Emotional anchoring phrase. Caring for your legs is honoring every step you've taken so far. Now that you understand the meaning behind each touch, each oil, each breath, you're ready for the final step. And this is the one that turns everything into a light and deep daily practice. Close your eyes for a moment. Now imagine this: You wake up 7 days from now, not in a rush, but with lightness. Your feet touch the ground, and you feel a different body. Not because it changed in appearance, but because it's no longer carrying the invisible weight it once did. Your mind is clearer, your legs are stronger, and in place of chronic fatigue, there is a peaceful silence. A kind of peace that doesn't come from outside, but from within. All of this because you chose something simple, to care for yourself with presence, with respect, with intention. And that's the true power of small habits. They don't change the world in a day, but they change your world one day at a time. And yes, there will be days when you forget, days when your body feels heavy again. But remember, that's not a sign of failure. It's just your body asking you to return. Return to the ritual, to the touch, to the sacred moment you created. So start today. Set aside your oil, create your space, and fully live the experience. If this touched you in any way, share this video with someone else who also needs to rediscover their lightness. Hit like now and confirm in the comments, "My transformation begins today." Because sometimes all the body needs is a simple gesture, to remind the soul that it's not alone. Well-being isn't a destination, it's a path. And today, you took the first step.